Now again create one more class, that is a one way client. Then again create the same another class for server, one way server. So now see here, first we will write the client code, then we will write the server code. So here I will write the comment, one way communication between client and server. Okay. So this is our one way client class. So this is, we will create one more main method. We will throw the exception if any occurs later on. You can try also without removing all these things. Now here we have to create client first. So I just told you we have to create one socket for client. Same socket we can use, same logic. sk new socket. In that I will write again localhost. And now in the parameter again I will write to port number. Now here try to use different port because port numbers are engaged, used by any other application. So that will throw the exception, binding error. So that's why I am giving 2226 now here. We will try later on also. So error is there, socket package we have to import java.net.socket. Then we have to open a output stream, you know that. तुम्हाला हा जो क्लायंट आहे, या क्लायंटला तुम्ही कनेक्ट करता मान्य सर्व्हरशी, पण तुम्हाला मागे सांगितलं आफ्टर कनेक्शन झाल्यानंतर तुम्हाला डेटा जेव्हा पाठवायचा आहे, मागचा प्रोग्राम जो दाखवला तुम्हाला सिंपल कमिशन काय केलं आपण, फक्त कमिशन केलंय. इथं आपण काय करतोय, डेटा पाठवायचा प्रयत्न करतो. डेटा म्हणजे मेसेज फ्लॅश करतोय आपण. आता मेसेज फ्लॅश करतोय आपण वन वे, पण त्यासाठी मला काय लागेल, एक स्ट्रीम लागेल. तुम्हाला सांगितलं कनेक्शन झाल्यानंतर तुमचा डेटा, तुमची इन्फॉर्मेशन जाते बाइट्स फॉर्मॅटमध्ये, बाइट्स, not in the character. Okay, so we have to create one stream, either input if you are taking input from server, but here client, so that client want to send something. That's why output stream we have to create. If client is getting something from the server, so client has to use input stream. So that you know better way in the Java. So I will create output stream for the client. So I will use print writer. This is good. I will create object of the print writer. Then in the print writer, I will use the same object of the socket. Then I will use get output stream. So you know that output stream is here. Okay, socket. So that output stream is there. Then so this step is over. Again, printer writer, this is the input output we are doing. So that package we have to import, that is Java IO input output and name of the class you are using. So here we are creating one object of the print writer, so that whatever this return, so that will store in the PW object. So here SQ object we are using. So with that SQ object, connection can be established, and then stream can be enabled. And then if server is sending, so if client is sending something, so that will be stored in the object of the print writer, and there we can use that object to say something. Okay, so here we can use PW, same object with the println. Now say something to the server. So client, so here client is saying that hello server, how are you? म्हणजे क्लायंटला एक मेसेज पाठवायचा आहे. मागच्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये आपण काय केलं, फक्त कनेक्शन दाखवतो तुम्हाला कसं होतं. इथं कुठे मेसेज केलं होतं मी, पण आता काय दाखवतो मी, क्लायंट आणि सर्व्हर मध्ये वन वे कम्युनिकेशन होऊ शकतं. तर या ठिकाणी मी काय केलं, प्रिंट रायटर एक क्लास वापरला, जी ऑब्जेक्ट तयार केली, ज्यानं कनेक्शनचं जे काय आउटपुट येईल, जे काय मला पाठवायचंय या याच्यात पीडब्ल्यू स्टोअर होईल, आणि मी पीडब्ल्यू ची ऑब्जेक्ट वापरून प्रिंट एल एन मेथड मध्ये माझा मेसेज फ्लॅश केला. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हेरी सिंपल. So later on we can use PW flush, you know that flush is there, and we can connect, we can close the connection, just I told you in the last lecture also, in the previous lectures. Whenever connection is established between two systems, so lastly we have to close the connections. Here it is okay in the laptop, but in the real time, if server is running, so that is not good, because it will waste the CPU time. So here this flush will be used, you know that, till last byte can be supplied. So without writing flush also, you can write in the input stream that like true. You can use this like also. So this is one and the same thing. So for in that case, we don't have to use flush. This will take care that whatever you are sending, so now this message sending by the client, so after up to question mark, so that conversion from character to byte can be done with the help of flush. So it will take guarantee that each and every character must be reached to the server, okay, and also from server also to the client. So either you can use flush or you can use true in the constructor of print writer. Both are same. So this is a program form from client side one way. We will write one more code for server. So in the server again, I have to write here one way. Now we'll create one more method, that is a public. You know that all these things in the Java. Now I have to create server socket, just I told you. Like client socket, we have to create server also. So that class is available, server socket. We can create object. Then in that server socket class, we have to pass the port number. So that port number is whatever client has given, right, 2226. So that same code we have to write, otherwise connection will not be established. Again, error will be there, so we have to add one java.net server socket. Now this server socket we have created in the server side. Same, we can flash one message now. Now server is waiting now, we can write anything just for your information. Server is waiting, okay. Now again, just I told you, again we have to create one socket to accept the client connection. So use socket class. Then you can use object of the server socket. Then you can use the server socket method, accept method, to accept the connection. Again, we have to import java.net.socket. Okay, so that package we have to import. Now after this, we can write one more message that connection is established now. So after accept, connection is established now. Now this step is over. It's similar to previous program also, up to this, okay. Now server has to react. In the client, what I have told you, here I am using print writer output, print writer statement class, that is get output stream I have used, so that I can send this message to server. Similarly, in the server side, I have to accept message from the client also. So I have to use input stream reader, or we can use anything similar. So I will use input. You know that input stream. This is a class. We can create one more object of this class. Then input stream reader. In the constructor, we have to use socket object, and then we have to use get input stream. So this is the input stream for socket. So just use it. Now again, this is input IO. So I have to use IO package. I have to import. See here, this is the just object of this input stream reader, because I have to now read input which is coming from client, and then that return value will be stored in this object of the input stream reader. Then I can use buffer reader. Now I will read content. I will store this content coming, because this is the stream which are going to connect. So that will be established, that will be enabled, so that any message if coming from client, so that can be stored. To store this incoming message again from server or within server, we require one more object. So that message can be read. So this is just coming message coming from client. So again, we have to use the same message, but we have to store, we have to read it. So buffer reader can read this message incoming, which is coming from client, and then the return value will be stored in this BR. And later on, we can use that BR to print the data. So now again, it is a buffer reader. So again, I have to use Java IO for buffer reader. So that package I have to import. So after that, we have to again use one more string. String S, we can use anything. Now we have to read this line. So whatever buffer reader is giving, so that line we have to read. Okay. So BR, we are storing the message coming from client in this BR. Then we are using one more string variable. So that will read the line by line. So whatever message you don't know, how much line will be sending by the client. So all lines can be read. That's why read line. And then that message will be stored in this yes variable. And later on, we can print the variable. So this is simple thing. So in the, we can say message is, we can use plus S to print the message. Same thing we have to print here. Okay. So this is the message actually coming from client. See. Okay. Now, after that, we have to close the socket. Did people get out? Anybody? Any doubts up till now?
No, sir.
आता इथं पहा, सर्व्हरचा प्रोग्राम झाला, क्लायंटचा प्रोग्राम झाला. ओके, क्लायंट सांगतोय हॅलो सर्व्हर, हाऊ आर यू. आणि हा जो मेसेज आहे वन वे म्हणलं तुम्हाला, वन वे, नॉट टू वे. यू नो सिम्प्लेक्स, हाफ डुप्लेक्स and duplex, full duplex communication, transmission of data. Simplex, only sender can send. Receiver is always in the receive state. म्हणजे फक्त पाठवणार, दुसऱ्याला फक्त घेता येतं, देता येत नाही. मग सिम्प्लेक्स काढलं, सॉरी हाफ डुप्लेक्स काढलं. हाफ डुप्लेक्स मध्ये एका वेळेस वन वे ऍट वन टाइम. ओके. आणि मग फुल डुप्लेक्स काढलं, जे आपलं मोबाईल आहे, म्हणजे ऍट अ टाइम, ऍट द सेम टाइम बोथ कॅन टॉक. या ठिकाणी आपण वन वे म्हणतो. त्यामुळं मेसेज कोण पाठवलाय? क्लायंटनं. काय सांगितलंय? हॅलो सर्व्हर, हाऊ आर यू. तो मेसेज आपण फक्त सर्व्हर मध्ये प्रिंट करतोय. Okay, with these all these things. Okay, so this concept is very important. How you are written. So now try to run this program, both programs. So both programs are modified. So select OK. Now server is waiting. So I will maximize this. Again, try to run the client machine. Now see, we have to use in the one console I will run server. In the one another machine I will write client. Now here client is nothing. Okay. So here server is waiting. After client is running, connection is established, okay, by the server. And then whatever message is written by the client, hello server, how are you? So that will be read in this object. Then we require local variable or local object to store this incoming message. So we are storing in the BR object. Then again we require one more string variable because this is now converted into strings. So that is coming in the byte. Then we require the strings. So that's why we require string variables to store that message which is stored in the BR. And then whatever lines are there, that will be read by read line. And then this object, this variable we are printing. So now this is the actual message from client. So that message will be flashed. So this is one way. Here there is no communication between two systems. Only server is flashing the message which is coming from client, and that is very important. That is one-way communication. So you can reverse the program. So client can display the message which is coming from server. Okay, that is up to you. You can apply your own logic once you know how to do it. Because you know, connection if established, anybody can send. But I am showing why I am showing going slowly. सुरुवातीला सांगितलं तुम्हाला आधी नुसतं कनेक्शन कसं तयार करायचं, नुसतं सिंपल. त्यानंतर मी वन वे सांगतो आता, नंतर टू वे. दोन्ही पद्धतीने दोन्हीकडे सर्व्हर आणि क्लायंट दोन्हीही मशीन्स मेसेज पाठवू शकतील. आणि मग चॅट मध्ये मात्र मग both can talk to each other. Okay, so this is a one-way communication. I think there is no doubt in this code. I think so. Isn't it? Be fast. React something. Orally speak.
Yes, sir.
इतकं काही अडचण आहे ना?
नाही सर.
आपलं एक कमिशन झालं, वन वे सारखं झालंय, वन वे सारखं झालं आपलं. फक्त मी बोलायचं असं आहे की नाही? So I will
two-way communication.
हा हॅलो,
two-way communication आहे ना सर.
हे टू वे कधी होतं माहिती का? जेव्हा फोर्सफुली सांगतोय, कळालं का, समजलं का, ऐकू येतं का? मग एखादा लाजून सांगतो की सर हो, पटकन सांगा सर हो, म्हणजे कसं मला कळतं पुढे जायचं की नाही. रिॲक्ट करा. कारण मग इथं जेव्हा मी इंग्लिश पाहतो ना, इंग्लिश मध्ये मी जे पाहतोय लॅपटॉपवर, मला चॅटबॉक्स दिसत नाही. मग मला काय कळतं, असं चॅटबॉक्स मिनिमाइज करायचा किंवा मग ते गुगल आपला क्लासरूम उघडायचा आणि मग चॅटबॉक्स पाहायचा. ओके, असं वेळ लागतो मला पाहायला. म्हणून तुम्हाला फक्त विचारलं ओरडली की कळलं का, समजलं का, दिसतंय का, ऐकू येते का? यस सर, नो सर. मला कळतं काय स्ट्रॅटेजी अप्लाय करायची आता. Now this is the one way. I hope you have written all this program. Take the screenshot also, so that you will get. You can write one more program. You can try another logic from server to client also. So again, I will close these two programs. Now we will try for two-way communication. So I will write one more, two classes now. Carefully again, two-way client. Now again one more class for server, two-way server. So two classes I have created, one for client and one for server. Now this is the client side. I will write here comment, two-way communication now. So note down, two-way communication can be done. So now here I will create one more again. Why I am not copying pasting all this thing? मी म्हणता की सरांनी कॉपी करून टाकलं आणि पेस्ट केले. मी प्रत्येक प्रोग्राम जरी मला दिसतं सगळं कोड तिथं आहे, म्हणजे पहिला केलेला प्रोग्राम, पण त्यातलं मी काही घेत नाही, सेपरेट तुमच्यात नवीन दाखवतोय. So public static void main. So now here same logic is there again. Create one more socket, client socket we have to create every time in every program, either in the Java, either in the server or client. तुम्हाला सॉकेट तयार करणं आवश्यक आहे, त्याशिवाय कनेक्शन होत नाही. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, तुमच्याकडे मोबाईल पाहिजेच आहे, तुम्हाला दोघांशी बोलायचं कोणाशी, तुमच्याकडे मोबाईल असणं आवश्यक आहे आणि त्याचा नंबर सुद्धा माहीत असणं आवश्यक आहे. म्हणजे दोघांना एकमेकाचा नंबर माहीत असेल तर पटकन कळते कोण कोणाला बोलते. अननोन नंबर आला आपण कोण बोलते, एखादा अननोन नंबर आला कॉल तर मी काय म्हणतो कोण बोलते. मग ते असं होण्यापेक्षा जर माझ्याकडे नंबर सेव्ह असेल त्याचा आणि त्याच्याकडे माझा असेल तर पटकन त्याला कळते कोण बोलते. मग तुम्हाला सांगतो की बोल, अरे काय चाललंय. म्हणजे हे आपलं प्रॉपर कमिशन असतं. पण तसंही नसलं तरी कमिशन होतं. कशामुळं? कारण माझ्याकडे मोबाईल आहे आणि त्याचा नंबर आहे. भले वन वे असेल, नंतर टू वे होईल ते, नो डाऊट. क्रिएट सॉकेट फॉर क्लायंट. Again, same process we can use. I will not explain much things because these things are common. You can create socket. Just read this. Just listen what I am saying and note down. I will create one socket. Now here again I have to pass this to argument, that localhost and spellings are very important. Now try to change the port number because it will give the binding. So I will write on 2227. So again add this package. Now after creating socket for client, try to open the output stream. तर क्लायंटला काहीतरी पाठवायचंय, त्यामुळे आउटपुट स्ट्रीम आपल्याकडे आहे. त्यामुळे आउटपुट स्ट्रीम वापरा. आताच वापरली आपण प्रिंट रायटर, हे सेम वापरतो आपण. अगेन क्रिएट वन मोर ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द print writer, and in that constructor of the class print writer we can use socket object and then enable the get input stream method for the socket. Okay. Again this is input output error, so I will add one more package of Java IO. We will rectify what is happens. sk print writer sk dot. Okay, so I am using input stream. So it is not input stream, it is output stream, because writer, we are writing something, we are not reading something. So this stream we are enabling now. So we are creating object of this print writer, that is PW, so that can be used to pass the message. Now pass the message immediately so that we will get idea. Client says hello server. आपण जी आता ऑब्जेक्ट तयार केली त्याला काय सांगितलं आपण? So PW print because println can be used along with system.out. So this is a message from client will be stored in this PW object later on whenever you are sending. Then we can again read the message from server if any comes. So open input stream, accept message from client also, from server, sorry, so this is client machine. So for that we can use input stream reader, just I told you. So create one more object of that input stream reader, then in the constructor of the stream reader we have to use again object and get input stream now. Okay, for socket, then semicolon. Now this is again input output for stream reader, so we have to add one more package, input stream reader. So now after creating input stream to accept message from server, now will be stored in this. I told you you can use again buffer reader, BR, you can take any name. So new buffered, so that will accept the message in the byte format. So now again this is a buffer reader, again import that class. So this up to this okay, same program is there. Again we will one more string we required to store this message coming from server in the one string variable, so that we can print later on. So we can use here object of the buffer reader along with read. Okay, so that message will be read, whatever message is coming from server in the byte format, so that will be converted into now string, and that string message can be stored in the S1 string variable. And now we can print that message, system.out.println message is so now this is the symbol we have to add, and then S1 variable. So this is up to this is okay. Now we can use flush also here. I have shown you both way to flush the message. Then we can close the connection. And connection in socket is opening. Here socket is opening. So in the same way, after writing all code, it is good practice to add sk.close. That is, you can close the appropriate sockets. So this is the closing of main. This is closing of class. So this is client side is okay from our side. It will take time to write the code for server. What we will do, just listen what I am saying. Here again, I told you we have to create one more socket for server. So C server socket object, yes, you can type anything new. Then server socket, just I told you we have to pass port number as a parameter. So I think here 2227 I have taken. Same port we have to take from the client side, so 2227. So now again this is a server socket, so you have to use java.net.server socket. Now flash one message that server is waiting, because now this is just creation of the socket. So now server is waiting. Okay, then use one more socket SK and use server object to accept the connection from client. So now again we have to add java.net.socket. So after that we can again flash one message that connection is okay. So connection is established now. After that, again we have to create same input and output stream, one for accepting message from client, and again output stream to send data from server to client. That means same way. Whatever we have done in the client side, same thing we have to do here. So open input stream. So input, create again one more object, can create any object, just I told you. So input stream reader, in that constructor use the get input stream, then semicolon, again we have to add the appropriate package for input reader. Then we can create buffer reader. So again we can create one more. So new buffered, बरं सांगितलं डबल सांगितलं नाही मी काय करते खूप वेळ सांगितलं आतापर्यंत. Add the update of object which is coming from client side. So again add this appropriate buffer reader IO class, IO package. Then use one more string variable. So store the message coming from client. So use readline. Okay, then semicolon. string, sorry, string. So spelling is wrong. After that, flash the message which is coming from client. So message is, then use plus and then yes. So this is a message from client. This is a step for client side. Then we have to write for the server to send the output to client also. So now server responds. So again use print writer object, then new. In that we have to write again SK get output stream. Okay. Again we have to add this package, appropriate package. Then use that object to print message server hello client, how are you? Okay. Okay. Then flush method. Then use socket close. So this is the overall code for two-way communication. So I hope you got these things. Now we'll run the program immediately. Now server is waiting. Again we have to run the client. Now we will open in the respective console so that we will get the output. So currency established. Right, we can run again the same programs. Again, there is error of refused. Changing the port. Now this is server, this is client. Okay, we'll see in the next lecture this output. There may be the minor mistake. In the next lecture, we will see how to rectify this error and how to use chat programs.